Number 7, you want to seek advice. So seek out advice from experienced entrepreneurs, business experts, and trusted friends and family. This can help you get a fresh perspective on your business idea and help you make informed decisions. This includes people like getting yourself a mentor, and this mentor should be somebody who is in the same industry that you're in, and preferably somebody who is selling the product or service that is exactly what you're trying to sell. That way you know that at least this person that you are speaking to has experience in that product or service that you are trying to get into. And then you can obviously pick their brain and see what it is that they've done previously in order to become as successful as they are. And, follow what it is that they're telling you. And I'm not saying now just follow them blindly. Obviously, you want to, as being a mentor-mentee type of situation, you want to ask as many questions as you possibly can, so that you also fully grasp what it is that they did in order for them to become as successful as they have become. And the more you do this and the more you really take on the information and advice that they give you, the better it is that it'll be for your business, because they've done it before. They've walked that path. They know exactly what the stumbling blocks are, and they'll hopefully will be able to stop you from making the same mistakes that they have. And by doing this, you're then able to really see what it is like to run a business, especially in that industry. And really, it'll also help you make proper decisions as to, is this the right path that I really want to go down? Because a lot of the times you might say, I want to go down this route, and then the mentor that you have gives you all the information that they've gone through, and then you might say, this might not be the right route for me. So seek that advice and see what has really helped the person that you are speaking to, what has helped them get their business to where it got to. And if you're willing to go down that route, it might actually save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches in most cases where you're like, I don't think this is the route that I want to go to. Number 8, you want to make a plan. Once you've chosen your business, create a detailed plan that outlines your goals, strategies, and action plans. This will help you stay focused and ensure that you will be able to find a roadmap to success. The reason why having a plan that is set out is so important is because you don't want to just start something without being sure what your next steps are going to be. You don't want to just wake up every morning and get to your office or wherever it is that you're working, and all you're doing is going on a whim and kind of trying to decide whether I'm doing this or not. You want to be sure that tomorrow I am working on my marketing. And the marketing, you break it down. How am I going to be doing my marketing? And you plan out your entire day as it's supposed to happen. The following day, I'm going to be working on design concepts, as many design concepts as you have. And because it's design concepts, it's not just stuff that you are thinking up, it's stuff that you have now gone to market and you've done the market research and seen what are people really interested in. You want to be so specific and so detailed in the things that you are doing, so that every day when you are trying to build this business and get this business going, there are 100% no guessing games in this. There is a clear map and there's a clear pathway that you want to go, and you know exactly how you're going to go, so that you know that by me doing the steps that I have now set out, there are obviously deliverables in each of these steps. And if you're able to find that I am meeting each of these deliverables, that could possibly mean that the business is then growing. And the best way to know if your business is actually growing is if you are making sales. If people are interested in your business and now you've taken the steps to make sure that you're building this business, the best way to know that it's working is that people are willing to take out their hard-earned money and give it to you in order to get that service or product. So I will say making sure that you have a clear roadmap and a clear plan will help to be able to keep you grounded and to be able to see what I'm doing every day is actually bearing fruits. And then last but not least, number 9, you want to take action. Once you've made your decisions, take action and start building your business. The key to success is to taking consistent, focused steps and to continuously refining and improving your business as it grows. If you are not somebody who is not going to start regardless of whether you have completely figured it out. I know I've spoken previously about having a clear plan by making a plan, actionable steps that you're going to do. Even if you do not necessarily have those clearly defined steps, it's important that at the very least you take some sort of action. Because if you do not take any action at the beginning, then the business is just an idea, and it'll stay as an idea for as long as it's in your head. If you've got something in your head and if you're lucky enough that it's something that you're passionate about, and it's something that if it's something that is financially heavy and you've got the money to get started and then see what happens. The only thing that is stopping you from becoming the success that you'd want to be is complacency and just kind of sitting back and saying, I don't think that I'm ready to get started, or I don't think that I have the best idea to get started. No one who has started a business has ever thought this thing is going to work out immediately. No one. Even myself. Like right now, the business is making some sort of money, but it's not to a point where I'm comfortable enough where I can, leave my day job and say I'm going to be focusing fully on the business. I'm looking forward to that day where I can, focus fully on the business, but I know that is something that is going to take some time, and I'm constantly taking action every day. Even with me starting this YouTube channel, that was me taking a step and taking action to say, I'm going to find a way to market my business, and I see a lot of people's attention is on YouTube, so let me do it this way. And if this also becomes a business on its own, then I've basically killed two birds with one stone, because the intention was for me to market my business on YouTube. But now if YouTube itself becomes a business, then I've hit the jackpot in that way, because people are seeing what my business is all about on this platform. But at the same time, I'm able to make a living making my jewelry on the platform at the same time. So it's two things that are happening there, which, I can't ask for anything better than that. And that only happened because you were able to take steps and take action on the idea that you have. If you do not take the action now and you only keep it in your head, it'll only stay in your head for as long as you are alive. Take the steps. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And the best way to find out if an idea is viable or not is to get started. If you do not get started, then there's nothing that can really happen. It'll only stay in your head, and there might be opportunities and possibilities that you are missing out on because you've stuck so much in your head and you might be too scared to get started. Being scared is normal, that happens, but just make sure that while being scared, we get scared all the time. While being scared, at least take some sort of action, just so that you're giving this business or this idea a fighting chance. You will thank yourself in 10 or 15 years later when you're like, I'm so glad I got started, because now look at where I am. So yes, that's today's video. Those were just 9 ideas or steps that I had that you can basically look at if you are trying to decide what kind of business would be the right fit for you. These are just some steps and that I have used in order to get to a point where I feel like I'm happy with where my business is going, or ideas of how I got to figure out what kind of business that I want to do. And based on all of these ideas, I hope that you as a person watching this, whether you want to become a jewelry designer or not, you can find some sort of value in any of these steps, and you'll then be able to get started yourself as a way to one day you're able to quit your 9-to-5 job and focus fully on the business. And if there's stuff that you as somebody watching this might have ideas as to steps that I might have missed out on, please do drop them in the comments, and then we can have a conversation around those. So that'll be today's video. I hope you guys really did enjoy it. If you did, please drop me a like down below. And if you haven't already considered subscribing, please do consider doing so. It really does help the channel out a lot. And if there's somebody who who has been talking to you about wanting to start a business, and if you found that maybe some of these steps might be useful to them, please share this video with them. It might be useful to them to see what somebody else's perspective is, and some steps that they might want to consider taking in order to start their own business. Until we do meet again, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. We will chat again very, very soon. Peace.